Hello guys and welcome back to my channel for another episode of Started from the Bottom. It's cup time in both the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Let's get into things. So last time out you guys would have seen us topple Leeds United in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. Since then we have gone on a nice little unbeaten run in the Championship, beating Birmingham 3-2 thanks to goals from Marvin Burke, Matthias Bilbao and Phil O'Neill. Then followed that up with a 1-1 draw against against QPR, sorry. Christian DiMarco was sent off again, second time this season that's happened to DiMarco. So not the best from the young Italian. Following that 3-1 win against Southampton, Nicola Morrow, who had an absolute shocker the last time we played Southampton, having another difficult game. Marvin Burke bagging 2 there. And then after that, we thumped Nottingham Forest 5-1. Goals from Denham, Kemper, Muzzo, Phil O'Neill and Marvin Burke rounding off the scoring in the 90th minute. So then guys, today we have our FA Cup third round tie at Tottenham Hotspur, followed by the first round of the Carabao Cup against Norwich. Just a quick update on the table then. We are top with 70 points from our 27 games. West Brom are still in second and still 13 points behind us. So it's all going off pretty well in the Championship. We're doing pretty well. The board have already asked me if I want to change my season prediction, which I have done, and I've said that we are going to reach the playoffs as a minimum. They didn't really offer me a great deal of money or wage budget or any additional promises to add the extra pressure, so I didn't really see the point in doing it. As you can see though, improvements are coming on with the youth facilities and the training facilities. Whilst I'm here, let's just see if we can due to the club's current financial situation. Oh yeah, £2.7 million, basically povos, aren't we? So yeah, training facilities are going and youth facilities are going, as I mentioned. I am trying to lure this young Argentinian to City. His contract does expire in 5 months. Victor Frusto, I think he'd be a great understudy to Muzo. Both Argentinian, both either footed, can play the deep line playmaker role, etc, etc. Looks pretty good, and if I can pull him in on a free, I'd be really pleased with that. Finally, we have 2 more bits of business to bring to your attention. We have bought striker Lewis Wales from TNS. Nice little Welsh striker, good finishing, good first touch, good dribbling as well for someone who's 19. Technique could do with a little bit of work, but plays advanced forward pretty well. I thought he was a decent little prospect. Decent composure, nice off the ball, pretty good physicals as well. Promising striker, got 10 pros, 3 cons as well. We did sign him from TNS. Obviously, they've been pretty good to us with Ray, and I thought this guy looks pretty promising. Obviously, he's made a couple of appearances for the Wales under-21s. I have, however, loaned him straight back to TNS because I don't quite think he's good enough for the starting 11 just yet. Okay guys, the other addition is centre-back Emmanuel, who joins us from Brazilian side Grêmio. Pretty solid player all round, could probably do with a little bit of work on his technique. Good heading, good marking, good tackling as well. Nice bravery, concentration, jumping reach as well. For a guy who's 6'4", I think we kind of really needed that addition in the centre-back role. Obviously he comes in as well, 4.5-star potential. So bearing in mind we paid absolutely nothing for him. Really looking forward to seeing how Emmanuel does for us for the remainder of this season. Okay, so here we go then. This is the team to take on Tottenham Hotspur. We have Bailey in goal, Wink. Emmanuel comes in for his first start alongside Menji, DiMarco, Bilbao, Muzo, O'Neill, Wellens, Musselwhite and Burke. Very largely the same sort of team as always, just with the addition of Emmanuel as that other centre-back. We will submit the team. We need to give a number to Emmanuel. Sure, let's give him number 21. It's going to be interesting to see how we get on against Spurs. I didn't really look to see how Tottenham were getting on, actually. I just noticed they got Romelu Lukaku up front. Where are Tottenham in the Premier League? So Jose is the manager. They are third with 41 points from 19 games. So 3 points off the pace of Manchester United. Let's have a look at this Tottenham team then that we will be playing. Hakimi, Davinson Sanchez, Davis and Ndombele, Donny van der Beek. This looks like a new gen here. Marcelo has come in from Flamengo. Looks pretty good actually. He is wanted himself by a couple of teams on loan, but he does look pretty good. Determined wonder kid, left-footed, looks more like an inverted winger to me. Lo Celso, Harry Kane playing left wing. Okay, don't know what Jose's up to there. And then Romelu Lukaku up front. Okay, so we are underway and Tottenham kick things off with a corner which we clear, but only to Ben Davies. Lo Celso whips it back in and there he is, Marcelo with the goal, the wonder kid, 1 minute in. Not the best start. I thought we dealt with this corner as the ball comes in there. DeMarco heads it clear, but only to Davies. Back to Lo Celso, ball comes all the way across and Marcelo is there to head home past Beatty. 1-0 off the first opportunity of the game for the Premier League side. Not really much I can say. 15 minutes gone, still not really had a chance of our own as we do now as Wink launches the ball in. Emmanuel flicks the ball on, but Andre Alexandre, love that name, gets the ball. Almost equalised there on his debut for Emmanuel. As Bilbao absolutely goes past his man like he's not even there. He goes to put the cross in, but Davies recovers and is able to make the block as Tottenham have the ball. Hit it long up towards Lukaku, into Marcelo again. Oof, good strike from the youngster, the wonder kid at Tottenham, but just wide of the post this time. Donny van der Beek is injured, and I've just seen he's gone off as we've got just over 5 minutes of the first half remaining. Emmanuel out to Bilbao, in towards Musselwhite, into Wellens. Nice little move from us here. Here comes Bilbao, in towards the penalty area. Dodges past one challenge. Oh, what a save. Good double save from the Spurs goalkeeper there. That's a real clear-cut chance for Burke, who usually makes no mistake firing those home. Corner comes in, Muzo gets it, referee says he's handled, Spurs get the free kick. 3 minutes of injury time to this first half as the Spurs goalkeeper takes the goal kick. Kane knocks it down, ball over the top, finds Lukaku, who's in there and makes no mistake, slotting past Beatty into the bottom corner. 2-0 Tottenham. Maybe the team that are third in the Premier League is a little bit beyond us here. Kane playing on the left wing does well, nodding the ball back down to Davies. Ball over the top towards Lukaku, who slots it nice and calm with the one-on-one there. Okay, so that is half-time, and we are 2-0 down. As I said, maybe this... maybe playing the Premier League's... one of the top teams in the Premier League was a little bit beyond us at this point. I'd like to get a goal. It'd be interesting to see if we could score a goal against the Premier League side of this calibre. As Muzo has the ball there. Wellens robs it off the loose ball. Bilbao out to Wink. Strikes it. Ooh, Christian Muzo. What a strike from the youngster. He's my best player. He's my best player. I don't care how many goals Burke has scored. Muzo is the one. Wink with the ball out on the right. Finds Muzo on the edge of the area, and look at that strike. I have a feeling he is going to get sold in the summer. I mean, obviously, where we are in the league table, we will be progressing into the Premier League. You'd like to have thought. I know we are only in January now, as the January window has kicked off, but you'd like to think that he'd stay with us. As the throw comes in, back to Bilbao. Wink on the ball again. All the way across. Emmanuel's there, but that is my centre-back. Centre-back to centre-back into Menji, who gets tackled by Marcelo. Spurs have the ball in the right-back position here. Can Harry Kane do something on this left wing, perhaps? Ball up towards Lukaku. Ball over the top. Davies is free down the left. Stops it on the touchline. Wink is pressing him. Back to Ndombele. Squares the ball. We block the first. We block the second. Brazilian wonder kid Marcelo on hand to slot home the third. I thought we'd done pretty well here. Ball comes into Ndombele. Squares it again. Good block to stop Lukaku. Kane squares it. Lo Celso strikes. That one's blocked by Emmanuel, but Marcelo is there to fire past Beatty, who'd already gone for the earlier opportunity. Musselwhite not playing very well here with 20 minutes to go, so I am going to change things. We are going to bring on Leon, and we're going to just play the two up top, both as advanced forwards. Let's drop Wellens into the middle, and actually let's take Wellens off. And I'm also probably going to take off Muzzo. Obviously, we do have the Carabao Cup Semi-Final game to think about. Don't want everyone exhausted for that game, as Tottenham was probably a little bit too much for us. As Luke Dreher gets a knock there. Brought on Troy Parrott as well, who is someone who I'm very interested in. Obviously, Burke will not be here for next season, you wouldn't have thought. And that is the end of the game, even not the first half. That is a full-time result. Tottenham 3, Bath City 1. I do appreciate their efforts. They did pretty well there. It says youthful Bath come unstuck in the press report after. I think it was all down to this Marcelo guy, actually. He looks really impressive. 18 million. I'm going to give him a scout. So that is us out of the FA Cup at the third round stage, guys. Obviously, the board are going to be a little bit disappointed with that because we have failed that. However, they do understand that we did have a difficult draw in the third round. So I will keep clicking continue until we get to this first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final, guys, and I will see you in a second. Okay, guys, so here we are, Bath City to take on Norwich in the first round of the Carabao Cup semi-final. Let's take a look at today's opponent. Norwich City are currently 10th in the Premier League with 25 points from 19 games. Doing pretty well, actually, all said and done. I wonder how Maddison's getting on. David Maddison. How many times have you played for Norwich, hey? How many times is that? 5. Played 5 games for Norwich. I hope you enjoyed your transfer, mate. So this is the Norwich team. Areola's in there. Foyth from Spurs. Jonathan David's the one that I'm really kind of worried about. Should be interesting to see how we get on against him if he plays. Let's have a look and see how they've been getting on in the league. A couple of draws, quite a lot of draws actually. 3 draws back to back against Bournemouth, Burnley, and Fulham. Obviously, they beat Everton in their Carabao Cup quarter-final, lost to Leicester, draw with Wolves, draw with West Ham, and then they won in the FA Cup third round with goals from Juan Hernandez. Let's have a quick look at him. Looks pretty solid all across the board, valued at 29 million as well. And Marcos Antonio, who is a new gen, on loan from Manchester City. Looks pretty good. Really nice centre-back, I'd say. Looks like he's come from Gremio off to Man City, and then he's had a couple of loan spells as well. Palace, Swansea, and now most recently Norwich. So this is the starting 11 for this game. We have Bailey, Wink, Emmanuel. Denham is in for this game as Menji has a slight tweaked hamstring. DeMarco at left back. Bilbao, Muzzo, O'Neill, Wellens, Musselwhite, Burke. You know the attacking lineup. That doesn't really change from game to game. Let's submit the team and let's go against Norwich. First highlight of the game then. Here come Norwich. Out to the right-hand side. Ivanov advances and gets absolutely laid out by DeMarco. I'm going to have to take a look at this left-back spot. But up steps Cucho, who takes the penalty and fires it wide. I don't know if Bailey got a hand to that, but the penalty is no good from Norwich. As we are the lower league side, we really need to make this home game count. I don't really want it all on the line at Carrow Road. Another foul there by a little trip by Muzzo, but we've got the ball. Burke holds it up well, sends into Musselwhite, into Wellens, strong goal. Ooh, highlight still going. Oh, Alfonso Areola with the double save there. First to deny Wellens, and I'm not sure who that was on the second bite of the cherry. Wink with the corner coming in. Cleared as far as Burke. And that is the highlight over. Good double save there from the Norwich goalkeeper, former Real Madrid man. Next highlight, and it is Norwich in possession. Ball out to Lewis on this left-hand side. Bilbao's back but can't tackle him. I think that's Jonathan David there. Henrique with the ball in. Juan Hernandez has been given it. What? Let's watch this again. So Lewis with the ball. Back to Jonathan David. Little interchange. Back to Henrique. Are they just saying no one touched that? Unless Cucho is Juan Hernandez. Yeah, Cucho is Juan Hernandez. I was going to say, what on earth is happening here? So 1-0 down at the start. To start things off in the first quarter of this tie. Obviously, Hernandez has missed a penalty, but he's atoned for it there with a goal in the 30th. Disappointing from the boys here. Not really setting the world alight. There's Areola with the goal kick. Out to David, who brings it down nicely. Musselwhite in with the pressure, into Burke. Goes past his man. Areola gets the easy stop. We've not really tested him here. We've had a couple of players that look like they've gone missing, actually. Burke, Phil O'Neill, Muzo, not necessarily getting overly involved with it here. As Burke has the ball, wink up the line towards Bilbao, but the ball is squared to the Norwich goalkeeper, who's able to clear. Here's Emmanuel. Wink. Back to Emmanuel. Trading Brazilians here. All the way back to Beatty in goal. Into Muzo. Out to Bilbao. Looks up the line for either Wellens or Burke, but neither can get there. And Norwich try a ball over the top of their own. It's just back to Beatty, who's got the ball in his hands. Throws it straight out to Muzo. Out to Bilbao on this right-hand side. Drives into the penalty area. Square ball. Marvin Burke there for the tap-in. Love that. Love that. Norwich knocking the ball around. I'm going to stay on attacking because obviously I do want to try and take a lead into this second leg game at Carrow Road. As Wink with the corner. Oof. Header back in, but gets over the bar. Final 5 minutes then. I am going to make a couple of changes. Although Burke has scored, I am going to do my usual of bringing on Leon. Knocking him as an attacking midfielder. Wellens has been pretty good, but we are going to give Azevedo a run. Confirm those changes for the last few minutes. See if we can get anything out of the team. Wink with the corner. He's cleared out to Bilbao. Muzo, Azevedo. Samuel Azevedo. Absolute rocket from the boy. The young Portuguese man gives us the lead in this game and gives us the lead in this tie. It's the corner was cleared out there by Norwich, only out to Bilbao. We work it nicely across Muzo into Azevedo, who hits it first time past Areola, who cannot keep that out. Amazing strike from the boy there as we go into injury time. And we have done it in the first leg. Obviously, this tie is only halfway done. Really special, as no one gave us a chance. Obviously, we were at Twerton. 2-1 to the boys in black and white. Let's have a look at the schedule super quick and see when that next game is. Okay, so it's in a few games time, so not too far away, guys. And that is where I will leave it. You will see us for that second leg of the Carabao Cup Semi-Final against Norwich. But for now, guys, take care, and I'll see you very soon.